Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha. Today I would like to debunk some of the facts against astrology and some of the myths that have been prepared and posted by various people across social media, etc. So I would like to completely make Vedic astrology clear for the common masses to understand what it really intends to mean and how great the science is in terms of its knowledge, its accuracy, etc. So, debunking the myths of astrology is, what people are talking about astrology isn't an easy thing. We need to go deep into the facts and understand what people are trying to say. But if one knows astrology, it's easy and so simple to just debunk them easily. People are just spreading false information about astrology. It is a Vedic science. It is the eyes of the Vedas, and without it a person remains clueless unless they are guided by God themselves. So astrology is a sign. It's a science that guides a human towards spirituality. It doesn't take you away from spirituality. If the astrologer is a good person, he guides a person towards positivity, towards faith in God, towards realizing the Supreme, and at the same time keeping his or her own family and life simple and trying to solve certain issues, giving certain very good remedies which will be for the good of that person plus the whole society. And I shall explain the science of remedies also in this. Only one who can understand the karma theory, what we do comes back to us. You can't escape after killing a small creature, a cow, or even a person or a child. You can't escape after cheating someone. You can't escape after lying to someone. You have to get the effects back. The society which does not accept such a simple thing that has been laid down by our culture and laid down by God himself is verily a demonic society full of destruction. So it's first very important to understand that the karma theory is absolutely true. Only those who are having sensible brains inside will be able to understand that karma theory is absolutely true. So starting with this, I will continue now trying to debunk all the facts, all the myths that are being posed as facts across social media. So let's begin. Here is WikiHow, and there are a few very common arguments that it posts. There are various people posting rubbish about astrology, Vedic astrology here. Western astrology, if you look at it in an overview, it classifies everyone into 12 different categories. Or even if Vedic astrology is different, people are understanding it to be keeping everyone in 12 categories. Vedic astrology isn't. Western astrology is. So I am going to show you what Vedic astrology is, how scientific it is, and how deep it is in this video. First of all, let's just debunk these facts. So how to argue that astrology is fake? Now, first of all, I would like to tell you something about this. There is something they're talking about here as a star sign. There is no such thing as a star sign in astrology which takes a major portion of Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology considers a holistic aspect of all planetary positions that are close and important for beings dwelling on Earth. Vedic astrology considers every planet that is around us, because only the most foolish people on Earth will think that things and planets around us have no effect on us. All these planets around us have a powerful effect on us. It's simple, because we are living in the middle of galaxy, we are living in the middle of the universe. We have to get the effect of the universe. So testing the star sign, well, everyone can't be classified into 27 different categories, nor can everyone be classified into 12 different categories. One has a particular horoscope like this, for example. I've calculated it for just this second, and one has this sort of horoscope which is complete, which is replete with a lot of information of various planets and with the correct degrees, minutes and seconds it is to the relative position of the planets to the Earth. So one cannot say that everyone is classified into 12 different groups under Vedic astrology. It is not this way. It varies for every second. I'm moving it to the next second, next minute, for example. Okay, I'm moving it to the next second, and just see that the positions of the planets will change. And if I move it to the next second, it changes. Based on this, the Shodashamshas, the Shashtyamshas do change. Now, for example, I change it for 15 seconds also, there is a major change in the horoscope. The Lagna moves forward, the Shashtyamshas move forward, or they change their minute position. It still makes a big difference. A big difference and a big difference. And there again some people who are trying to quote incidents of celebrities and okay, one minute. The daily and weekly analysis you get for signs on your newspaper isn't true. It is fake. It is just a social gimmick to tell people something and get your newspaper sold. You can call newspaper writers a social gimmick, but you can't say that astrology, we as humans can't say that the planets do not have effect on us. So here it's wrong. The daily horoscope only considers 12 signs, and there are more than 6 billion people in the world, and everyone can't be fit into these 12 signs for sure. This is absolute logic, and therefore the 12 signs cannot be the entire future of the 8 billion people living on earth. It's very important to understand that Vedic astrology considers various aspects together, not just these 12 signs. These 12 signs are just the basic frame for all these planets to be moving around in position to our earth. So the testing of the star sign, etc., isn't any way sun sign astrology. First of all, there is no thing true such as sun sign astrology. It doesn't work unless we know the moon sign position and the aspects and positions to each planet from each planet, which is called Ashtaka Varga, and so many other amazing things in Vedic astrology that have to be clearly understood before commenting such things like this. So there are some more misunderstandings across the internet that for example, over here we have one saying that 2000 years back the thing was different and now it's different, etc. See, the things are changing minutely, but still the positions of the planets in aspect to the earth do not change, and therefore Vedic astrology is absolutely true over here. The Bhava charts also should be analyzed. The Bhava charts consider a epoch based examination of each sign. They also should be examined for a proper prediction. So again, we have so many more things over here that are talking stuff about astrology. Yes, astrology is compared to racism. No, everyone can't be classified into 12 signs is what I'm trying to say over here. And the same way we have certain things written about astrology in skeptic.com and other places. We have people saying, people quoting the charts of certain celebrities and trying to prove their point by showing the future of celebrities and showing their horoscopes. Were you the nanny at their birth? Well, the people who are commenting this way think that they have really been the doctors at the celebrity's birthplace. So you exactly don't know when they are born, and therefore we can't comment on their horoscope and their accuracy of their horoscope. So we can't start googling for their birth details and starting to send their birth details across and trying to understand whether it's true or not. Maximum one can try to understand their horoscope from that viewpoint, but that cannot be true. That we can't guarantee that that particular timing was true. And number two, some people say that there are 256 births per minute or per second, whatever. So there are many people being born at the same time. Many people are born at the same time. Does this mean that so if many people are born at the same time, the destiny of these people should be the same? No, because people are born at different latitudes and longitudes on earth, and for that the lagna changes. Let me show you an example. So for example, I'm changing the location from Bangalore to just a few thousand miles away, a few thousand kilometers away, Mumbai, and this is a software Jagannath Hora which calculates it accurately according to Surya Siddhanta, and I've changed it to Mumbai. And over here what you see is the lagna has changed, clearly changed. So for example, in Mumbai it is 6 degrees Leo, 51 minutes and 10.83 seconds, whereas for Bangalore, as we saw, it is different, and even the positions of the planets do change when this happens. So you can see that it has changed to 10 degrees Leo instead of 6 degrees. So 4 degrees is a major difference. The nakshatra might change, the Gandanta Mula gets intensified. In the previous one, the Gandanta Mula was little behind, and now it's too much forward. It's in the Maghapada 4. Sorry, there's no Gandanta Mula over here, but the degrees have gone forward, and the Maghapada 4, it is almost at the end of, so it's in the middle of the Drekana, and that was in the starting part of the Drekana. There's so many different changes that have occurred in this short period. So my dear friends, please understand that based on latitude and longitude, a planetary position changes. And second of all, a person's good intention can slowly mold the planetary position's effects to be softened and to be lesser, so that a person can do good for the world. It depends on our intention. God sees all of this. So for example, if a person has a good intention, a good thing will happen to them automatically. So as we are talking about this, most of these stuff have been debunked by now. Celebrities' horoscopes, people think that they were sitting at the time of the celebrity's birth, and other people also think that people born at the same time will have the same destiny. That has also been debunked in the last few sentences. And grouping people in months, sun sign astrology, it has been debunked completely, and therefore Vedic astrology still stands spotless. And those astrologers who have made mistakes during this during the calculation of accuracy are basically doing their own mistakes. For example, if a doctor or a surgeon puts some trash into a patient while doing the operation, does it mean that the science of surgery is wrong? No. It means that the doctor has made a mistake. So over here, the media never blames the surgery science, it blames the doctors. But in astrology, because of their little and puny brains that they have, which can't understand the deepness, the depth of astrology, they underestimate its value and they always pounce upon it. So whatever happens, it's the problem of the astrologer, but not of astrology. To prove this point, I shall also show my video that I had made on the on the global situation from November to April. It is a video in which I have predicted a widespread disease that will be coming from November to April, and we see that exactly post November we had dangerous situations of the coronavirus rising. The coronavirus was discovered especially at this particular time, and I'm also going to show you these different I'm also going to show you my video and what exactly I have said in each part of this video. So you can watch this video completely for a more comprehensive understanding, where I've also mentioned that a widespread disease may come in the globe during the period of November to April. So
exactly there in the month of July, and that exactly is what happened in the month of Ashada, and along with that in an asterism, that is Purvashada, Uttarashada, so both the asterisms, the twin Ashadas, and that was a sort of wolf red moon. It's a very
so you can watch this video completely, and at different parts of this video I have explained that certain things will happen to the world. Especially I have mentioned the widespread disease, the coronavirus disease that may come. I have also mentioned that the transport industry may collapse from the period of November to April, which has happened, and I have also predicted certain things for this particular time we are staying in now. March 29th to April 2nd will be a very troublesome period for the world. One should be very careful during this period. And now again, I'm telling you, people who are spreading false information that the world is going to end on April 29th is all basic rubbish. Post May 29th, the situation of the coronavirus will get better. It was only due to the Kala Sarpa Yoga and the evil planetary positions that all these things were happening. Slowly, when Mars exits this sign, when Mars enters the Aquarius sign, when the Kala Sarpa Yoga is released, etc., we can see a good recovery from this post May 29th. So please do not get troubled by information that April 29th is going to be the end of the world. People are spreading rubbish across the internet like this, but that's not the truth. And you can watch this video completely to understand what astrology is. This video was made on August 22nd, 2019 and is posted then. But still, all its predictions today stand true due to the grace of God and the sages. This is all I would like to say about astrology. Those who wish prosperity for themselves, their family and the world should believe in astrology, should understand the influence of astrology, but shouldn't panic because our good intentions that are there in our heart, they really illumine our life. They really bring in good things about our life. God sees us over here. Even if we have done bad things and accumulated bad karmas, God will still give us a chance to show our good intention, to be able to do something good for the world. So if there is any problem in your individual horoscope, you should do Go Seva. You should do good work for certain people who don't have the basic necessities. We should be doing good work for all sorts of animals. Do not eat non-vegetarian food, because non-vegetarian food is the killing of an animal, and I shall also talk about this in a separate video. But for now I'm telling one thing, one major thing, one most important thing, my dear friends, that killing of a plant and killing of an animal are absolutely different. Those who try to compare these two and blame vegetarianism are basically compassionless people, because plants operate on a different consciousness level. They are not that emotional, and they do not have a complete and fully functioning emotional system like an animal. So their pain and an animal's pain cannot be brought together. Maybe you can compare a human's pain and animal's pain. So just imagine thousands of humans being butchered brutally in a slaughterhouse per day. So if we just rethink about this and think what we are doing eating a carcass, maybe we can understand clearly about the effects of a barbarian human civilization that is growing and growing. We are becoming devoid of compassion. We are trying to unite ourselves with machinery and AI and technology. This is not going to take us anywhere. We are only going to suffer more diseases due to this. So if anyone wants peace, prosperity, please have faith in God always. He will guide you in the right path, and there is no need to panic. Remedies in astrology are based on changing one's intention. Remedies in astrology are based on trying to reconcile our karmas, understand our karmas, assimilate the information about our karmas, and really process what we are from within and understand ourselves completely. This is self-realization. Only a very good astrologer can explain the process of self-realization in connection to astrological readings. But other people will just confuse a person in the mire of Maya even more and more. So one should understand that one can decide for oneself what is good for that particular person, and no blame can be placed on Vedic astrology. And anyone who has any objections to what I've explained now can actually post a comment, and those who are keen in having an argument or something or a discussion would say or something like that, can surely come live on YouTube, and we shall have a good conversation to understand astrology. And it will be wonderful for everyone across the world to be able to see a discussion pertaining to Vedic astrology and its truth. Thank you. Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha. So here's 10 key predictions that you can search for in my video with the time to understand it. So starting with the first prediction that I made in this video was the period between November 2019 and April to May 2020 is going to be a period of danger and disaster for the whole world. April. And conflicts in the Middle East, Iran, US, Indo-Pak, US, China will escalate rapidly. A widespread disease around the world will cause strange retrogressions at 10:38. Billions of dollars and countless innocent lives will be lost during this period, 13:30. And transport industry, especially aeroplane, will suffer huge damage in addition to other transport related businesses, 9:15. Most major currencies of the world will start losing their value, 8:45. And economic depression is almost guaranteed, 8:45. And yes, you can see the other ones too over here. Hike in gold prices and silver, oil, etc. China. Yeah, So you can see it on this video and understand the different positions and use them to analytically and with an unbiased mind understand the power of astrology. So thank you. Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha.